What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. Bro, this is crazy. We got Joe Biden in the building. Bro, this is crazy. And I quote, Biden calls for the arrest of Sean P. Diddy Combs, bro. When I found this video, bro, I said, you know what? Boy, my gang gonna love this information right here. This is crazy. Biden, you got Trump releasing the African Americans out of jail, giving them pardons. You got Biden locking up the African Americans. The reverse of a pardon. Bro, this is crazy. We gonna get to the spicy though. Let's get it. Wow.
In an unprecedented move, President Joe Biden has called for the arrest of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, citing new evidence that allegedly implicates the rap producer in the murder of iconic rapper Tupac Shakur in 1996. During a press conference at the White House, President Biden stated, "It brings me no joy to announce this, but new evidence has emerged, suggesting Mr. Combs may have played a role in the tragic death of Tupac Shakur. We owe it to the American people to thoroughly investigate this claim."
Bro, now, Joe, I will say this, Joe. Joe said we owe this to the American people. All these years, bro. That's a prime example of what's done in the dark comes to the light. Look how things happen, bro. The president of the United States is on Puff Daddy ass, bro. That's crazy. But you know when the president on your ass, I don't care what kind of lawyers you got, Diddy. When the president get on you and on your heels, bro, that's what Biden said, you going down, Puffy.
Evidence, as described by unnamed sources within the FBI, allegedly reveals that Diddy had offered $1 million to members of the Southside Crips gang to assassinate Tupac. The documents, still classified, reportedly contain audio recordings, bank statements, and testimonies from insiders who are now cooperating with federal agents. The music world has reacted with shock and disbelief. Fellow rapper and producer Dr. Dre commented, "Diddy and Tupac had their differences, but I find it hard to believe he'd be involved in something so heinous." Representatives for Diddy have vehemently denied the accusations, labeling them as baseless and utterly false. In a statement released to the media, they said, "Mr. Combs has always maintained his innocence regarding any involvement in Tupac's murder. We are confident that the truth will prevail." The Department of Justice has yet to confirm if formal charges will be brought against Diddy. Legal experts have said that if these allegations are true, it could be one of the most shocking twists in the history of hip-hop and the music industry at large. The unfolding drama surrounding President Joe Biden's call for Diddy's arrest took another dramatic turn today. In a follow-up briefing, President Biden cited testimony from Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a reputed member of the Southside Crips gang, as one of the driving forces behind his demand for an official investigation into Diddy's alleged role in Tupac Shakur's murder. "I've been presented with audio recordings and transcripts from Mr. Davis, also known as Keefe D, where he claims he was approached by Mr. Combs with an offer of $1 million to off Tupac Shakur," President Biden remarked. "While I understand the gravity of these accusations and the profound implications they have for the music industry and our nation, we must let justice take its course." Keefe D, who has been connected to the Tupac murder investigation in the past, has remained a controversial figure. Some insiders question the credibility of his statements, given his criminal background and the various versions of his story over the years. Hip-hop historian and author Jake Malone commented on the development. Keefe D's name isn't new to this saga. However, if there is tangible evidence corroborating his claim, this could blow the entire case wide open. The implications for Diddy, the hip-hop world, and even the broader music industry are immense. Members of the Shakur family have refrained from commenting on these latest revelations, maintaining their desire for privacy during this tumultuous period. Meanwhile, Diddy's representatives issued another statement. We caution the public and media against jumping to conclusions based on unreliable sources. We trust the justice system to reveal the truth. The Department of Justice is reportedly fast-tracking its review of the evidence to determine the next steps in this sensational case. The world is in shock as a thunderous wave of events unfurls in one of hip-hop's oldest and most devastating mysteries, the murder of Tupac Shakur. Following President Biden's stunning call for an investigation into Sean Diddy Combs, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has been mobilized, bringing new intensity to the case. Agents reportedly spent hours questioning Keefe D, scrutinizing every detail of his shocking claim that Diddy offered him $1 million to assassinate Tupac. The notorious gang member, visibly aged, remained under tight surveillance and was reportedly cooperative, though what transpired in the room remains confidential. Special Agent Rebecca Holloway stated, "We are treating every piece of evidence and every testimony with utmost seriousness. The gravity of this case, given its impact on culture and the individuals involved, is not lost on us. The FBI has pledged to follow every lead and ensure that their investigation is both thorough and unbiased." Diddy, who has fiercely denied the allegations, is expected to be questioned by the FBI in the coming days. His lawyers have asserted that he will cooperate fully with the investigation, but maintain his innocence. Mr. Combs is confident that the truth will emerge through the course of this process, and his name will be cleared, read an official statement from his legal team. A shadow now looms over the illustrious career of the music mogul, as fans and critics alike watch with bated breath to witness the unfolding of events that have reignited the embers of one of rap's darkest moments. Decades-old conspiracy theories are being revisited, and individuals who were once distanced from the case find themselves pulled back into the vortex of speculation and scrutiny. In the streets of Los Angeles, where Tupac's death still echoes through its vibrant hip-hop scene, artists and fans are grappling with the new developments. Some express skepticism, while others hope that the reinvestigation may finally bring peace and closure to Tupac's legacy.
Bro, I want to say this real quick. Now, none of us wasn't there, right? Keefe D is the main source right now. But in the interview he did, one of his interviews, he said, because of the street code, he's not going to say who the shooter was, but he said the shots came from the back seat. So it's not like he's not saying he pulled the trigger. He didn't say who pulled the trigger. He said the shots came from the back seat. So now, allegedly, they're saying that his nephew was in the back seat. But at the same token, he never gave his nephew name. So where's his nephew coming into play at? Because Keefe, he specifically said, he said, because of the street code, I can't say who shot him. But he did say he was in the car, of course. But he said the shots came from the back seat. So it's still got like a little twist to it. It's still not really unfolding, but he's locked up by affiliation with the crime.
Investigation into the tragic death of Tupac Shakur, one of the most influential rappers of all time, has entered an unprecedented chapter. As the FBI delves deeper, the world watches, anxious to know if the truth, veiled in decades of mystery and speculation, will finally be revealed. In an unexpected twist to the ongoing investigation into Tupac Shakur's murder, President Joe Biden sat down for an exclusive interview with CNN's Jake Tapper to share personal insights into why he felt compelled to intervene in the case. The backdrop of the White House's ornate East Room contrasted starkly with the gritty, poignant details the president shared. Tapper began by questioning the president's involvement in a case that many felt was outside the usual purview of the Oval Office. Biden, with a measured tone, shared a side of himself the nation had not seen before. "I've always been moved by music, Jake," President Biden began. "But Tupac, his music was different. It reached into the depths of my soul, made me reflect on society, on my role in it, on what I could and should do to make a difference." Eyes glistening.
Biden's saying he bumped Tupac. In an interview, Biden said he listened to Pop. I can't deny it. I'm a straight rider. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, yo, I could see Biden playing that. I can see right at election time when he want the votes for the urban community. I can see him. This is strategic for Biden. It's very strategic for him.
Biden continued, "There's a raw honesty in Tupac's lyrics. It's hard to describe, but there were times in the mid-90s when his words kept me grounded, helped me understand the pulse of the nation, the pain, the hopes, the dreams. He made me dig deep, question my path, and ultimately inspired me to aim for the highest office to serve the people." Tapper, visibly moved, asked about the direct impact of Tupac on his decision to pursue the presidency. Biden leaned in, "Jake, if it wasn't for Tupac's music, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you as the 46th president of the United States of America."
Whoa.
That's not an exaggeration.
Whoa.
I owe my career, perhaps even parts of my life's direction, to Tupac. His artistry, his vision, his call for justice, it shaped my worldview.
Hey, yo, bro, shout out to Pop. Bro, shout out to my boy Pop getting that justice from the president. I know that's right. R.I.P., my boy.
The president's voice grew firmer as he concluded, "And I will stop at nothing to protect his legacy. For a life that touched so many, including mine, to be taken so senselessly, so classless, it's a wound on the soul of our nation. Whoever is responsible, if they are found guilty, the swift arm of justice will reach them. God have mercy on their souls." The interview, expected to focus on policy and international relations, turned into a powerful testament to the far-reaching influence of Tupac Shakur's artistry and an insight into President Biden's personal inspirations. Jake Tapper, normally the composed, unflappable journalist, seemed taken aback by the fervor with which President Biden spoke about Tupac Shakur. Clearing his throat, Tapper tried to steer the conversation back to familiar ground. "Mr. President," he began, "while I respect your personal sentiments and the profound impact Tupac's music has had on you, we have to remember the boundaries set by the Constitution. It's imperative that we don't compromise ongoing investigations and maintain the integrity of our justice system." Before Tapper could further elaborate, President Biden interjected with an intensity that seemed to electrify the room. "Jake, I understand the duty of the presidency and the separations of power, but this is different." His blue eyes piercing, Biden continued, "This is about national security. It's about a culture, a legacy, and the soul of our nation. We can't let influential figures like Diddy or individuals like Keefe D think they can act with impunity, especially when it concerns the loss of our great artists and poets. These artists aren't just entertainers. They're symbols of hope, of resilience. They save lives
bro.
with their words, their music."
Wow.
Tapper, trying to regain control of the interview, took a moment before responding, "Mr. President, I think we all recognize the importance of art and culture in our lives, and the tragic loss of Tupac Shakur is felt by many. But we need to be cautious about making judgments without due process." Biden, leaning forward, added, "I agree, Jake, but sometimes the highest office in the land needs to lend its voice to ensure justice prevails. Tupac's legacy deserves that." The interview, filled with unexpected revelations and emotional exchanges, became one of the most talked-about moments on national television, prompting debates on the intersection of art, politics, and justice. In an already tumultuous story, another twist emerged as President Joe Biden made an unexpected appeal to Marion Suge Knight, the co-founder of Death Row Records and a significant figure in the rap industry. Towards the end of his CNN interview, Biden addressed Knight directly. "Suge," he began, with a deliberate pause, "I understand your reluctance. Trust is hard-earned, especially considering your history and the industry's relationship with law enforcement. But this is about more than personal vendettas or industry politics," the president continued. "It's about justice, not just for Tupac, but for all the young men and women whose voices were silenced too soon. It's about setting an example for future generations that the truth, no matter how painful, has a place and time to emerge." He concluded his direct appeal with an emotional plea. "Mr. Knight, if you have knowledge about Mr. Combs's involvement, or if you can shed light on one of hip-hop's darkest moments, I urge you to come forward. Let's bring closure to this chapter and ensure that Tupac Shakur's legacy remains untarnished." The public plea marked an unprecedented moment in the annals of U.S. presidential history, further blurring the lines between politics, justice, and the world of entertainment. As the nation awaited Knight's response, the debate over President Biden's involvement and the merits of his approach raged on, further embedding Tupac Shakur's legacy into the fabric of American culture.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man. Bro, I gotta go find that interview with Biden and my man. Biden said he will get justice for Pac, because Pac his favorite artist. I wonder what Biden been doing when he listened to Tupac. At what time do he put on Tupac? What do he do? Is he making laws or signing laws off, or just chilling? Or what? I wonder what he be doing when he playing Tupac, bro. But it's crazy though. And at the end, he said, Suge, I urge you to come forth if you know anything about this Tupac killing. Because if you don't, and your name come up, my boy, you think you up under the jail now. Huh. Biden said, let me find out, Suge. And if you don't snitch or come tell me what you know, you're going to get the worst end of the stick too. God, this is crazy, boy. Biden ain't playing with these sap suckers. God.